Hello there, guys. How you doing today? By the end of this video, you would have learned 5 reasons why a lot of our men are no longer finding church interesting, why a lot of men hate church. Welcome to Straight Talk with Colade. Welcome back. This channel is essentially for men and for everyone who love them. And on today's video, I'm doing 5 reasons why a lot of men are walking away from church. Why we don't have a lot of our brothers coming tripping into church like they used to do, or some of them do not just find church a lot interesting. Yeah, straight down to it. The first reasons why we have a lot of men walk away from church and not interested in church activity is hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. It's very, men do not find it interesting that the lives of the regular church attendants and their behavior do not synchronize with the teachings that have been dished out in the churches. So they find it inconsistent that churchgoers do not live by the principles that are being preached in church. So a lot of men have had business dealings, have had personal interaction with frequent churchgoers, and they find it a lot inconsistent that the lives of those who attend church do not essentially match up with the teachings, and so their expectations were dashed, and because of that they just felt there was no point in continuing with such an activity, or continuing to go to a place where what is being preached is not really reflecting in the lives of all of the attendees. This is perhaps one of the greatest reasons why a lot of men do not find church interesting, because um, it we essentially say something, and the lives of some, not all, some of the regular attendees say something completely different. The second reason why a lot of men are not really not interested in church is the nature of the messages. We have a lot of indirect delivery of messages and of truth, a lot of distorted truth, instead of a lot of our churches to focus on the hardcore gospels, which sometimes may be uncomfortable to congregants. We have a lot of churches today that want to coddle the truth, that want to make the truth a lot appealing, and because of that, the truth is somewhat distorted. And because of this indirect approach to messages, and also because we do not focus on the hardcore gospel, which is about the salvation of the soul, rather, we want to focus a whole lot on personal development and prosperity and all of that. Men do not find this funny. Men understand the fact that they can get all of those peripherals from other places. The church should be for the hardcore message of salvation and truth. And the delivery as well should be straight to the point, straight to the fact, and not trying to water down the truth so that it sounds more appealing and more friendly and more cuddling to all of the congregants. This is perhaps another very key reasons why our brothers do not find church interesting again. Yeah, the third reason why a lot of brothers are walking away from church is doctrinal differences. Doctrinal differences. Men are, by nature, we are very, very direct and straight to the point. So finding different shades of Christianity, different doctrines, different varieties, it's a bit confusing to some men. And this is why we do not have some of our brothers be in church or stay in church. The differences in doctrinal teachings of different churches. A particular church is preaching something on dressing, and another church is doing contrary to that. A particular church make a stand on tithing and giving, and then another church does slightly different. And so some of these doctrinal differences is the reason why we are losing some of our brothers around the world in Christendom today. The fourth reason I'm going to be giving today is the nature of the activities. The nature of the activities. And so, men, we naturally we have a lot of testosterone, and we want to engage in activities that make us move our body, that and especially activities that are competitive in nature. We like to engage in activities where we have hierarchy and we win or lose. But in the church, in most of the church activities that we have are congregational. It's all about the fellowship, and it's all about the friendship, and all of that. And that naturally appeals to a lot of women folk. It is very, very unmanly to engage in activities that are not incentive based, that are not winning or losing. For the average man to go to church and sit down on the pews and just participate in the hymns and participate in the singing and all of that, without any form of competition, without any form of rivalry and outpacing of the other or the other groups, seem a bit boring to a lot of men. They would rather want to go to a football match where a team would win another one, or go into some sort of competitive um, activities, if you get what I mean. So because of the nature of the activities that we have in churches, sincerely, a lot of men do not find church interesting. So, as a man, if you are on this platform, just in the comment section, let me know if I'm speaking your mind, if I am really on point on some of these reasons that I've given. So the final point today is church politics. Church politics. This is another major reasons why we're losing a lot of our brothers, a lot of men in church today, where there are preferential treatments to some persons, where appointments to positions or key leadership positions, we on one breath we say that it is by God's ordinance, and then in another breath we see some human factors and lobbying and all of those kind of criteria. There is a lot of politicking going on in church, which sometimes we can't do without, and all of that. But the church politics itself, the act of favoritism, the act of preferential treatment, and all of those nuances, they are another major reasons why a lot of men find church uninteresting. Um, yeah, it is what it is. A lot of men do not expect that the place called the house of God, there will be a lot of lobbying, there will be a lot of man no man, and preferential treatment into leadership positions and things like that. They do not expect them, and so a lot of men are not mentally prepared to fight against that when they come to church. So they are largely disappointed seeing church politics when they meet with one in church. Okay, thank you very much for sticking through to the end of this video. Please consider subscribing to this channel, because there will be a lot of videos for men. And so in this video, what I've done is to just enumerate reasons why a lot of men are not finding church interesting, why a lot of men are walking away. But let me end with this. If you are a man, you need God. You absolutely need God. And you also need the fellowship of God's people. So, what are the criteria? How do you position yourself to mentally fight against some of the things I have enumerated in this video? I'm going to be dropping another video very, very soon to tell you reasons why you need to go to church as a man. It is very, very, very critical. We live in very, very dangerous times, and so you need a congregation of people to constantly boost your faith, to constantly recharge your power as a man in this very generation. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate. If you have gotten value, please consider subscribing to this channel. Leave a comment. Let me read your thoughts. I would love to learn from you. If there are many more reasons why you think a lot of men are walking away from church, please share with me. And you can always write me personal things on my email address as well. I would do well to respond to all of your comments and your emails and all of that. Until I catch you next time. Cheers, bud.